let's now proceed in finding the intercepts and the zeros of a logarithmic function. To find the x-intercept of a logarithmic function, we let y be equal to 0. The x-intercept is also the zero of the logarithmic function. On the other hand, to find the y-intercept of a logarithmic function, we let x is equal to 0. Take note, some logarithmic functions do not have y-intercept. Example, number 2. So determine the intercepts and zeros of the following logarithmic functions. For the solution, watch this video. So for example 2, we determine the intercepts and the zeros of the following logarithmic functions. So the first one, we have f of x is equal to log base 2 of x. So for our x-intercept, kapag ang hanapin natin ay si x-intercept, we let y be equal to 0. So this will be 0 is equal to log base 2 of x. And then this will be x is equal to 2 raised to 0. So 2 raised to 0, alam ho natin na any number raised to 0 except si 0 ay 1. So our answer here is 1. Our x-intercept and our 0 is equivalent to 1. So for our y-intercept, what are we going to do? We let x be equal to 0. So this will be y is equal to log base 2 of 0. So transforming this to its equivalent exponential form, this will be 2 raised to y is equal to 0. So kung titingnan natin and if we will analyze this, si 2, kapag i-raise natin siya sa kahit anong real number, it's impossible for us to obtain 0. So this is undefined. Hindi ito defined. Ang nakuha natin ay undefined. Therefore, there is no y-intercept. Okay? For the second function, we have f of x is equal to 2 log base 3 of x plus 1. So this will be f of x is equal to 2 times log base 3 of x plus 1. So if for our x-intercept and for our 0, we let y be equal to 0. So this will be 0 is equal to 2 times log base 3 of x plus 1. So we can divide both sides by 2 para maalis yung 2 sa tabi ni log. So maalis na yan. So 0 divided by 2 is 0. 0 is equal to log base 3 of x plus 1. So transforming this to its equivalent exponential form, this will be x plus 1 is equal to 3 raised to 0. Alam natin na si 3 raised to 0 ay 1. And then, transposing positive 1 to the right side of the equal symbol, it will become negative 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So, our x-intercept and our 0 is equivalent to 0. X is equal to 0. For our y-intercept, so, for our y-intercept, we let x be equal to 0. So this will be y is equal to 2 times log base 3 of 0 plus 1. So simplifying this, we get 2 times log base 3 of 1. Isa sa mga laws ng ating logarithms, yung number na nakalagay before the term log ay exponent nung argument. Okay, yung argument na mayroong variable x. So this one, pwede natin siyang isulat as log base 3 of 1 squared. Isa yan sa mga laws ng logarithms. So simplifying this, we have y is equal to log base 3 of 1 kasi 1 squared is equivalent to 1. So now, ang next na gawin natin, ito transform natin ito into its equivalent exponential form. So this will be 3 raised to y is equal to 1. So, kailan magiging 1 si 3 raised to y? Kapag si y ay 0. Kasi 3 raised to 0 is equivalent to 1. So, we can immediately disregard this one. Ang nakuha nating value ni y ay 0. This is our y-intercept. For our third example, we have f of x is equal to negative log base 2 of 2x minus 3 plus 5. So, for our x-intercept and our 0, we let y be equal to 0. So, substituting 0 doon sa ating y, we have 0 is equal to negative log base 2 of 2x minus 3 plus 5. So, we transpose positive 5 sa left, it will become negative 5. Negative 5 is equal to negative log base 2 of 2x minus 3. Since negative silang pareho, para maalis si negative, we multiply all sides by negative 1. So, negative 1 times negative 5 is positive 5. Negative 1 times negative log base 2 of 2x minus 3 is positive log base 2 of 2x minus 3. So, simplifying this, we transform this to its equivalent exponential form. This will be 2x minus 3 is equal to 2 raised to 5. So, 2x minus 3 is equal to 2 raised to 5 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, or this is 32. So, we transpose negative 3. This will be 32 plus 3. So, 2x is equal to 35. So, divide both sides by 2 para maalis yung 2 sa tabi ni x. So, our x-intercept and our 0 is 35 all over 2. For our y-intercept, we let x be equal to 0. So, this will be y is equal to negative log base 2 of 2 times 0, this is 0, minus 3, and then plus 5. So, 2 times 0 is 0. So, negative log base 2 of negative 3 plus 5. So, kung titignan natin yung argument na may x, nag-equal siya sa isang negative na number, which is not allowed. So, this is undefined. Therefore, there is no y-intercept. Wala pong y-intercept. For our fourth example, we have f of x is equal to 3 times log base 2 of x plus 2 minus 1. So, para mahanap si x-intercept at yung 0 niya, we let y be equal to 0. So, this will be 0 is equal to 3 times log base 2 of x plus 2 minus 1. So, ito transpose natin si negative 1 sa left. It will become positive 1. 1 is equal to 3 times log base 2 of x plus 2. So, for us to get rid of 3, i-divide natin both sides gamit si 3 para maalis siya doon sa tabi ni log. So, ang naiwan will become 1/3 is equal to log base 2 of x plus 2. So, ang next na step, we rewrite it to its equivalent exponential form. This can be written as x plus 2 is equal to 2 raised to 1/3. So, alam natin na si 2 raised to 1/3, ang isang fractional exponent, pwede siyang isulat as a radical term, a radical number. So this is equivalent to yung denominator ay magiging index ng ating radical symbol. So since 3 siya, cube root of 2 raised to 1 or simply 2. Transposing positive 2 to the right, it will give us x is equal to cube root of 2 and then minus 2. So this is our x-intercept as well as our 0. For our y-intercept, we let x be equal to 0. So this will be y is equal to 3 times log base 2 of 0 plus 2 minus 1. So this will be 3 times log base 2 of 2 minus 1. So how are we going to simplify this? Since 3 yung number na nandito, pwede natin siyang i-rewrite in terms of, pwede natin siyang i-rewrite using laws of exponents. Pwedeng, ang statement na to, pwedeng maging log base 2 of 2 raised to 3. At si minus 1, pwede natin tong i-write in terms of logarithm of base 2. So, paano magiging ganyan yan? Gagamitan natin siya ng property. So, magiging 1 ang isang logarithm kapag yung base at yung base ng ating x value ay pareho. Kasi kung pareho silang dalawa, yung isang property ng logarithm, we can immediately cancel log, tapos yung base na to, tapos yung base din na ito, yung 2, ang may iwan na lang ay si 1. Kaya pwedeng isulat yan ng ganyan. This will be log base 2. So 2 raised to 3 is equivalent to 8, and then minus log base 2 of 2 raised to 1 is equivalent to 2. So, kapag subtraction ho ang ating operation at pareho yung base ng dalawang logarithmic expression natin, logarithmic term, pwede natin siyang i-write in terms of division. So, this will be log base 2 of 8 all over 2. So, log base 2 of 4. So, yan yung ating nakuha. To simplify this, we will write it to its equivalent exponential form. This will be 2 raised to y is equal to 4. So, si 4, pwede siyang i-write as 2 raised to 2. We can immediately disregard the base. So, ang ating y-intercept ay equivalent to 2. So, that is how we obtain the x-intercept, the 0, and the y-intercept of a logarithmic function. Let's now proceed in the next part, which is finding the asymptotes of a logarithmic function. A logarithmic function has only one asymptote, which is the vertical asymptote. Wala hong horizontal asymptote ang isang logarithmic function. The vertical asymptote of a logarithmic function f of x is equal to a times log base b of x minus c plus d is x is equal to c. Nakadepende ho parate sa argument na mayroong variable x yung ating vertical asymptote. So all we have to do is to equate that argument to 0 and then solve for the specific value of x. So example 3, determine the asymptotes of the following logarithmic functions. For the solution, watch this video. For example 3, we determine the asymptotes of the following logarithmic functions. So the first one, we have f of x is equal to log base 2 of x. So, isa lang yung asymptote na mayroon ang isang logarithmic function, that is the vertical asymptote. Wala ho siyang horizontal asymptote. So, to find the vertical asymptote, we equate this one using 0. So, this will be x is equal to 0. Therefore, this is our vertical asymptote. pangalawang function natin, we have 2 log base 3 of x plus 1. This will be x plus 1 is equal to 0. Transposing positive 1 to the right, it will become negative 1. Ito ho yung ating vertical asymptote. For our third example, third item, f of x is equal to negative log base 2 of 2x minus 3 plus 5. So, we consider this one, yung argument na to, yung may x. So, 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So, 2x is equal to 3. Tinranspose si negative 3 sa right, kaya naging positive 3. We divide both sides by 2. So, therefore, the value of x, which is our vertical asymptote, is 3 all over 2. This is our vertical asymptote for item 3. For item 4, we have f of x is equal to, this will be 3 times log base 2 of x plus 2 minus 1. So we consider x plus 2 and we equate it using 0, equate it to 0, and solve for the value of x. So x is equal to, transposing positive 2, it will become negative 2. So our vertical asymptote for the logarithmic function f of x is equal to 3 times log base 2 of x plus 2 minus 1 is x is equal to negative 2. So that is how we obtain the asymptote of a given logarithmic function. Thanks for watching! Please subscribe to my channel for more math videos.